Shoes on or shoes off?
Shoes off. Always, because I'm Asian. So we're gonna skip this. We're gonna come back to this later. I know it looks good, but this is gonna be even better.
Wow.
So over here we have a white sofa. I feel like I'm just like narrator explaining everything. If you come on in here is the bedroom. This is for my future partner.
Wow.
I usually sleep on this side
Why do you sleep on that side, Clara?
because right here I have the air vents and they blows wind very heavily. So if I sleep on this side, I can just feel like everything, and then my sinus got really dry. But I guess my future partner can deal with it. And so my actual nightstand have a bunch of journals and tissue and my adult stuff.
Adult stuff. Is this PG? Safe to be published on YouTube?
I think it's safe if we just, you know,
Keep it in the bag.
keep it in the bag. So I'll leave it to your imagination whether what you think is inside this bag. And then some more skincare. If I feel, sometimes there are nights that I just feel so lazy. So after I take a shower, I don't put on my skincare. I just go straight to bed. So I put like a quick moisturizer here. So once I'm in bed, then I can like close my eyes and still use my moisturizer. And then sleeping mask. Hi, just a quick little break. I just want to say that I forgot to mention in the video that this is my first time that I have a place for myself, and so I did all the decorations and shopping by myself, and it took me such a long time to, you know,
figure out everything and put everything together and have it shipped and then have it assembled.
So this apartment is literally one of my passion projects almost, and so I'm super you know, happy how it all turned out, and I'm excited to show you everything in my apartment. Thank you for watching. Love you. So the theme that I'm going for is like white, minimalist with some touch of greens. So you can see that there are greens around the house even though they're all fake. I kind of believe in feng shui, and for me it's like if I have the real plants and if they die, I feel like it may bring like bad luck to my life. So that's why all of the trees or all the plants that I have are artificial. This space is the den. So the den is where I have my standing desk. So this is right now in the standing mode, so I can like do it like this. And I have two laptops because this laptop right here is for my personal use. So like I would use this laptop to edit video, to do my personal work, and then this laptop is for my full-time work. So I'm a both PC user and a Mac user, so it gets like confusing sometimes. And so when I use my personal laptop, I would use it with this keyboard, and then when I use my work laptop, I would use it with this keyboard. So it's like a 2-in-1 workstation. And then over here is all my lighting and camera. It's like hidden under here. So because it's a standing desk, so I can also just like press the button and then it will be like the sitting mode. So I probably sit like 70% of the time, 80%, maybe 90%, and then stand if I feel like my butt starts to hurt.
Could you tell us more about the view?
Yes, of course. So you can actually get out into the balcony. The balcony is actually one feature that I really like about this condo because it's basically run from here, and then you can actually get a marathon in and over here. And this is what I love about this condo because the view is so wide, and you can see Toronto over there, and that is actually the lake. It's kind of cloudy today. The view of sunset and sunrise is honestly the best thing. So right now it's like noon, so the sun is really harsh. People say that I shouldn't kind of important of kind of film the view because some people, like some weird people, like stalkers, will know where you live just based off on the view, which is true because actually these two buildings are very popular or very well known in Mississauga, where I live. But I mean, I hope that you can't figure out which floor I'm on. What else? Oh, this is my dining table. So good for two. One person can sit here and look at the view, and then one person can sit here and look at the sink. So that's why I usually sit here. This is my giant, it's not that giant, but my favorite mirror. I got this mirror from Walmart, and look just how nicely it goes with this plant from IKEA. And then my basket that I have like everything. Basically my place was a mess, and I put all the miscellaneous thing in here. I'm like running out of breath for no reason. This is my favorite called yoga mat.
Wow.
My favorite called yoga mat. And it has this beautiful print on it. And so I would do like a yoga pose and then look at the view and voila. Oh, look at myself.
What's your favorite yoga pose, Clara?
It's something like this. It's like you do a downward facing dog, right? I can't do it properly with the dress, but then you go down and then you breathe in the earth. You breathe in the earth and then you do like that.
Are you breathing in earth or your hair?
Mostly my hair. And then after each session, like the yoga mat will be filled with my hair. Like my hair just shed everywhere. And I would have to vacuum every day, almost, because my hair is getting a little bit out of control. It's like past my butt. And it's so like tangled most of the time.
What's in your fridge, Clara?
Right. So, I cook a lot. So my fridge is basically full of, ta-da! So I don't cook at all. Some of you may know this
Is that your favorite flavor of ice cream?
matcha. I guess so. I actually don't have ice cream that often. It's just you came over yesterday and I have ice cream for like the first time in a year because my teeth are very sensitive. So like I'm not really good with like cold food or like ice cream. So because I don't cook at all. Basically in my fridge there's milk, 10% milk. There's chocolate oat milk, which is my absolute favorite. There's some fruit beer and unfinished Diet Coke from 2 days ago. And there's kombucha that I bought half a year ago, but I haven't opened. I don't know. It's like people usually tell me that once things go into my fridge, the fridge becomes, what is it called? Clara's graveyard. Because sometimes I can pick out this pizza from 2 days ago and like chicken wings from 2 days ago, and I forgot that I actually have leftover food, and I would order new food and then put it in my fridge again and forget about it again. Probably it's time for me to throw them out. These eggs, look.
Wow.
They all full. And they expire on April 19th, a month ago. So I bought it in March, and so I bought it 2 months ago, and it's still here. Waiting for me to finally make that breakfast, but not likely gonna happen anytime soon.
I think you should show your viewers what's inside your cupboards.
Right. Which size should I start? Let's start with this. No, let's start with this.
Usually there's kitchen stuff, plates and food, right? But Clara's is full of books.
Yeah, so the books at the top is usually the books that I finish or the books that I don't feel like reading, and then the books at the bottoms are kind of what I may read. And then this is my art stuff. So I have a lot of coloring books and some painting canvas. I should paint more brush. It's just for show. So let's just leave it open. And then here we have more books. Journal. Those are all the journals, like old journals that I don't throw away because yeah, I have attachment towards them. And then tea and coffee and matcha also expire like 2 months since February. I should really start throwing away expired food, but I don't know why. I just keep them. Vitamins which I never take. Like I would buy, for example, this I bought 2 months ago and it's still so full and you're supposed to take it 3 tablets a day. But I never remember to take this. And then my mask, and then more mask. This is like a fortune cookie, just fortune cookie, what do they call it? Fortune cookie...
Fortune message?
Fortune message. And it says your financial opportunity lies ahead. Which actually comes true. Like, I remember I got it in early February from like just a Chinese takeout place. And then 3 days later, after the meal, I got a bonus at work for $4,000. Like,
Wow.
yeah, so that's why I keep it because I hope that it will come true again. What else? This is just the stuff that I never use, aka my pot, frying pan, and cutting board, and olive oil, which hasn't been opened. Brand new! And I moved in like in February. I bought all these in February, but because I don't cook at all, so everything is new. These two is what I use most of the time, kettle and my electric milk frother, which goes perfectly with my coffee machine, and I make really good coffee. I would like to think so.
Oh, so you do have plates.
I do have plates. But they rarely use. They just rarely use. Oh, this is the painting that I was. 1 second. That's why I got this very high chair, so I can do this.
Aww, that's beautiful.
Thank you. I think I finished. I copied from a painting online. I finished this probably in December, and since then I haven't painted any new pieces. I should paint more because painting is one of my hobbies, and yeah, because some of you asked what I usually do outside of YouTube as my hobby. So painting and coloring is one of them. I haven't done it in a while, so that's my kitchen stuff. Hand cream, expired Chocobite, and the chocolate probably from 3 months ago. But I think it's still edible. I think so.
Why don't you try a piece and let us know?
Sure. Yeah, it's still good. Just discolored a little bit. It's still good. My favorite snack: sugar, salt, garbage bag, ketchup, chicken noodles. That I bought.
Isn't ketchup supposed to be red? How long have you had this ketchup bottle, Clara?
I don't remember. But as you see, I still use it. Oh man, it's actually, look, it's like, oh shit. It's, it melted. It's supposed to be like more, more, right? You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be more dense. But now it's just liquid. And I've been using it. Oh my god. And this is what I bought 1 year ago during the pandemic. And I thought that the war is going to end,
So you bought 1 can of chicken noodle soup. 1 can. But yes, 1 can of chicken noodle soup is gonna last Clara an entire year.
and I did buy. So this is what I got last year when the pandemic just happened, right? This is what I thought that pasta, 1 can of chicken noodle soup, and 1 can of pasta sauce. And I think that it's gonna last me the whole pandemic. And it's still here, untouched, unopened, everything, brand new. Still good until 2022. Good for another year. The lamp, I like it. I'll put some video of this place at night, but at night when I turn it on, because there's no light in here, so at night without the lamp it will look very dark. So I love how this lamp just brightens up everything and makes things look super cozy. So here are more books. Here is just my paperwork, my more books. This is the book that I'm reading currently, Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. I love him. He speaks so much truth. And then my tarot cards, all of my tarot decks. I used to be obsessed unhealthily with tarot cards, and then I got you into it during my obsession.
You did.
Yeah. Did you end up using tarot cards?
Every now and then, yes.
And so these are, I think I have six decks.
Wow.
So these are tarot. These are like the traditional, well-known, most popular tarot, and this is just like a creative version of that. And then these are oracle decks, so they just have like, random messages that are sent by angels when you need advice. So usually I would ask a question. For example, will I finally find love in 2021? And then what is the advice that Spirit can give to me at this current moment in my life regarding my love life, which is basically non-existent. But let's see. We got wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven, so I guess probably not in 2021. See, Spirit. Sometimes like the answers actually make so much sense, and I'm honestly happy with this card. Like I just know that, and I come to accept that maybe this year I'm still gonna be single and alone. But after I've been single for so long that I get used to it, and yeah. So this is my favorite place actually. It's the walkway, and right here you have my IKEA mirror and the console table. And if you come closer, I can show you my crystal collection, and that's where I put my key. And there's two fake plants because I'm not able to keep up with all the real plants because it's just too much maintenance for me. This is my washer and dryer and all my cleaning supplies. It's I still have laundry that I have to put away, but basically, and then this is my washroom. See, I don't have anything on my countertop except for hand soap and toothbrush and my Google
Mini?
Google Mini. Yes. And this because when I wash my face, water is everywhere, so I use this to like wipe off the water. But I used to have like quite a lot of products over here, but I feel like I want to get rid of like the visual clutter. Yeah, I think I learned about that in a YouTube video, so I'm like, I have to get rid of everything. And so everything is in here. I try to keep everything fairly organized. This is what I use on a daily basis. All my makeup and my skincare and my retainer for my braces, which I never wear. I think the last time I wear it was like 3 months ago, which is not good at all. My orthodontist would not be happy to know that I'd never wear my retainer. And then this is my Mary Condo inspired organization. So I would have here all my new stuff, skincare. Each is serve different purposes. This is like nail polish, whatever, and this is like fragrance, and this is contact lenses. So this is like 30 hair clips that I get lost every now and then. scrunchies, and that is basically my life. And then here is just the shower.
Ooh. Do you take baths?
Rarely. I actually took bath for the first time in a year or 2 years, almost 2 years, and then I got allergic reaction. Like the back of my knee have like this bad rash. I think it lasted for like a week. And so after that, I don't take bath anymore. I usually leave like one thing empty because why? Because I believe in the law of attraction, which basically means, so these 4 are for me and these 4 are for my future partner.
Wow.
So this is also for my future partner, right? So I leave things empty, you know, like I leave these for my future partner. If he wants to put his stuff, I don't know.
Thank you so much for the tour, Clara.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming to my house. I hope you all like it. Let me know down in the comment what's your favorite part of the apartment. And let me walk you out the door. Yes, thank you for coming, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.